The girl suddenly realized she had been reincarnated to the day she was proposed to. In order to avoid being killed again, she decided to stay away from the prince and reject his proposal. This was because, in her past life, she had accidentally witnessed the prince's affection for her sister, and as a result, the prince had her killed. However, no matter where she ran, the prince relentlessly pursued her, asking her to marry him. Desperate, Annie had nowhere to hide. In a moment of panic, she grabbed the man behind her and blurted out that she would marry him. What she didn't know at the time was that this man was none other than the emperor from her previous life, the one who had brought war to the world, Hal. To her surprise, Hal accepted her proposal. Before Annie could process what had just happened, Hal immediately knelt down and proposed to her. Now, Annie was at a loss, never expecting that the excuse she used to escape the prince would be taken so seriously. She fainted on the spot. When she woke up, Hal was there waiting for her to regain consciousness, eager to hear her confession once more. The Hal before her was completely different from the ruthless emperor she had known in her past life. He appeared gentle and kind. Then, Hal gently picked Annie up and helped her put on her shoes. Annie felt instantly shy. Looking at Hal, she suddenly found herself moved. Just then, Prince Jack appeared, furious. His marriage to Annie had been arranged by the nobles, and he was displeased with her behavior the previous night. Jack also warned Hal that, under the pretext of interfering in internal affairs, he demanded that Hal hand Annie over. However, Hal ignored Jack completely, picked up Annie, and prepared to leave. Jack tried to stop them, but in the next moment, Hal's overwhelming presence silenced everyone in the room. Jack could only watch helplessly as they left. Hal then spoke, declaring that he would never allow anyone to harm Annie. In an instant, they vanished and reappeared elsewhere. Annie looked around and was shocked to find that they were on a moving warship. At first, Annie thought Hal's words about marriage had been casual, especially since she was so young. But to her surprise, Hal was serious. He explained that he saw Annie's great magical power and the courage she had to confess her feelings.